Hi, Pile One. My name is Crystal with Psychic MD. For those of you that are repeat offenders, I want to extend a very warm welcome. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping in once again. For those of you that are brand new, thank you so much for coming in. Now I'm going to go ahead and clear our space. I'm not doing it with smoke because frankly, it's in my mouth. I'm going to go ahead and use my beautiful bell right here. And if you have any earbuds or anything like that, go ahead and take them out or lower them because I'm ringing in 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Pile number 1. Show me what happened in this connection. What happened in this connection, please? Show me what happened in this connection. Show me what I need to see for pile number 1 and show me now. Okay. I just got a jump and it landed on its side. 2 jumps. Okay. The first thing I have is beauty. Just like these cards. Beautiful. Beauty. And jealousy. What the heck? Sorry, I'm laughing. I didn't expect that. Okay, so these landed on their sides. Is it proper to say it that way? I'm not sure. I don't want to forget what they are. Okay, we're just going to crown that by beauty. So somebody was jealous of your beauty. Somebody had a big jealousy thing going on with how beautiful you are. Quite interesting. Let's see what else popped out for us. Pile number 1. Inspiration. All that glitters. Look at that. Glitter and gold. All that glitters isn't gold. And then the gift. So I feel like somebody, well, obviously we're just told by the cards that this person was jealous of your beauty. And I feel like in some ways they couldn't control that. Like they wanted to control that. They wanted to own that, for lack of a better way of putting it. And that was not something that they felt comfortable with. It was almost like you were not under their thumb. And therefore, it was easier for them to do something different with someone who would be easily controlled. That someone was not you. Which is obviously why we're in this reading right now together, right? So, let's see. What else happened? What happened in this connection? What's this jealousy about in this connection, please? Announcement. Hello. That was interesting. Okay. And you guys know I take all my cards, however they fall out, jump out, spin around. It doesn't make a difference. So, there was an announcement to be made. There was a lot of jealousy that had to do with your beauty and even the beauty of your connection. Because it spun around, they had to make an announcement. They had to tell you something. And I feel like they wrote texts, they wrote emails, they kind of rehearsed it in their head over and over again. And nothing seemed to sound properly, sound correct. Like it didn't come out the way they wanted, the words to come out. Even now, like I'm having a hard time like speaking. So I feel like this person, in order to speak their truth, had a really hard time speaking their truth. I feel like this person could have completely ghosted you, disappeared on you, gave you like no excuse, if they gave you any, as to why they were leaving or why this connection isn't working. So whatever the case may be, I don't feel like there was a lot of authenticity involved when the end came. I think it was swift. I think it was puzzling because the communication here, it was like never announced. You were just like, what? So this person could have gone in circles and said, well, I'm just going to say this, or I'm going to be open and say it like that, or I'm going to. And in the end, you know, whatever they did, it just wasn't good enough. They talked themselves into a circle. I'm using a completely different deck I was not intending on using, as I want to clarify this up here. I'm going to say this right here is a spiritual marriage. This person, I feel like they even felt they were spiritually married to you, even if you guys were not married at all, okay? So regardless of what transpired, they did feel there was a spiritual union of sorts, but they were in transition. They were making a major change, major changes, major moves, I heard. And it was not something, obviously, that included you. Otherwise, we would not be sitting here. Now, with the gift, I feel like also you could be somebody who is very psychic, very connected. I feel like you felt something. This give me like wedding vibes. I feel like they're saying, well, I'm spiritually married to you, even though I'm married to somebody else, or I'm with somebody else. But I'm, you know, spiritually with you. Something to that effect. So whatever transpired, I feel like this person chose, and they chose badly. And why I say they chose badly, is it only because you're my pile number one? Yes. But also they chose badly because they're saying that in spirit they're married to you. Otherwise they wouldn't care. It would be like, next, now serving 999. It would not make a difference. So I feel like you do matter to this person. We're going to get a little bit more deeper into it. But there was a lot of jealousy involved here. And I feel like they had plans that they did not make you privy to. That you were not privy to, of course. I don't know how I'm going to line up these cards here, because I tried an aerial view and I shot a whole video and nothing was recorded. And so I have camera problems. But anyways, we're going to see how this person feels about you. How are they feeling right now, pile number one? How does this person feel about you right now? Wow. Okay. I'm taking that. Bottom of the deck, vulnerability. They feel really like they want to be vulnerable. They want to be vulnerable. They want to be honest about how they feel for you, about what transpired, about the depth of their emotion. I even see a heart here. I want to say that they even want to communicate the depth of their spiritual connection to you. Now, I have the number 19 right here. 19 is, well, one is about personal powers, about leadership, manifestation, I think magician vibes. And the number 9 is about a near completion of a cycle. Of course, when we add it, Griselle needs glasses. Yes, she does. Look, it's number 39. I'm wearing glasses. You can't tell right now, but I can't see a damn. Sorry. So it's the number 39. 3, I think about cooperation, throwing in your lot with other people. I feel like this person wants to throw in their lot with you. They want to be vulnerable. They want to communicate. They want to hold you in their arms once again. They want you to be vulnerable with them as well. They miss that skin-to-skin contact. They miss how deep things were. And I almost feel like there are other people involved. I'm seeing here, and I don't know if this translates on camera. I almost see people here. Like out of the depth, there was a lot of people involved that kind of interfered in their relationship. There's this person with something over their head, with a big coat jacket and a big fat belly. It's almost like they're interfering. There's another person back here. There's a lot of things that like interfered within your connection. But I mean, ultimately this person chose, right? And whatever it is that they chose, they definitely didn't really communicate or articulate things to you in a clear manner, if they did at all. So show me how this person feels right now about pile number 1. How does this person feel? And show me now. Adrift. I feel adrift without you, right? Let's get this to come in. Letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. This person feels overwhelmed. They feel overwhelmed by your connection. They feel overwhelmed by events that they themselves are the ones that like instigated or executed, whatever you want to call it. This person has not felt like they're home at all, because this mermaid here has red to me. Red is always root chakra. And that feels adrift. And they're drowning in emotion for you. It's almost like no matter what transpired in their life, their mind and their heart always goes back to you. They want to be vulnerable. They feel a keen connection with you that they have not felt with anyone else before or anyone since. Show me how this person is feeling. Show me what I need to see for pile 1 and show me now. Divine sensuality. making love in erotica. Go figure, right? I feel like this person, if you guys were intimate, I feel like for most of you, you guys were. I feel like they missed that. They missed that connection with you. Yeah, they missed the passion. Look, there's so much red here and stability. There's a lot of passion and stability, and they missed that. They missed that about having a connection like this. Whatever it is that they're doing right now, they definitely do not have that. They miss a dreamy quality, dreamy state. They miss smelling you, I heard. Well, obviously I miss making love to you because the card says so, right? I do really, out of all the cards so far, and the feelings, I'm going to topple this, am I not? I really love this, this vulnerability card. It's like they do want to be vulnerable. And, you know, that's great. I mean, if they want to come forward and be vulnerable and, you know, a lot of people say, well, in the 5D, what does it matter? What does it matter if you can't bring things into fruition in the 3D, right? You can have like a psychic connection, emotional connection, a desire to do things. But if you don't act on it, then it's just a dream and a wish. And it doesn't really make a difference, okay? But I feel like this person does want to be vulnerable. And they think about you a lot. They think about a lot of the passionate times that you had together. Okay, so I'm looking at fertility. This person could be pregnant right now or have somebody pregnant or have a child just born, recently born, something like that. And if that's not the case, then this person can really be thinking about the time when maybe they were pregnant with your baby or vice versa. We don't read sex on this channel, however that works out for you. And so this is just stating that they had a very deep connection, like they wanted to nurture that. And for some of you, you lost a baby together. And if that's your story, then, you know, so sad about that. And you know what's interesting is I feel like this person actually thinks a lot about that loss of a baby. And I don't know why, but that surprises me. I have the number 8 right here. And yes, it is an 8. I just verified. I can see. So 8 is about like a little bit of circular thinking, obsessive cycles, things like that. I feel like this person gets really nostalgic at times about what could have been, okay? Last thing on how they're feeling about you right now, pile number 1, show me now. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so they feel like they want to voyage towards you. They want to voyage towards you. They want to explore their emotions with you. They even want to play with you. I do see a lot of play involved or a lot of like passion. But this came upside down, as you saw. It came up reversed. So I feel like what they're feeling is they feel restricted and confined. They feel like they cannot move. Because this says wonder, voyage, crossing deep waters, pilgrimage, journey of the soul. And they're not ready to make that that change right now, okay? So that's what I have as far as that goes. We're going to go back to these beautiful cards once again, and we're going to look at what they want to say. What does pile number 1's person want to say? Pile number 1, what happened in this connection? What does this person want to say to you? And show me now. True love. Wow. Okay, so this person wants to say that you are their true love. That in spite of whatever crappy things may have happened in the past or transpired, they really consider you their true love. They want to be open. Like you, there's never been another. I do feel like, almost like this is a crocodile head in the back. I do feel like there's just people that wanted to disrupt your connection as well. That is not an excuse on their behalf. It's just an observation, okay? This person would tell you, they want to tell you that you're their true love, okay? For pile number 1, what else does this person want to say to pile number 1, please? And show me now. Okay. Self-love needed. Self-love is needed, okay? And content. Yeah, I feel like this person is saying that they just don't love themselves, and that's why they made some crappy decisions. They need to really love themselves. They need to look in the mirror once again in order to really love themselves first. And then I feel like then they can be content, and contentment is just, I feel like even settling down with anybody, that would be you or anyone else, is having that self-love. But they feel also that you are the true love, their true love. Show me what I need to see. What does this person want to say? And show me now. Generosity. Generosity. This person would say that you are a very generous, giving spirit, very generous soul. This person knows that even if they came towards you to approach you to speak about things, in spite of how crappy things may have gone, that you are generous in spirit. But they have to be ready. They also know that they don't love themselves enough to be able to come towards you and speak their truth just yet. They're in transition. And part of their transition, it wasn't only like when they left or disappeared or you guys broke up or whatever the case may be, but part of the transition is also now. Now, for a small part of you, this person has crossed over. But for the rest of you, this is just saying that, you know, I need to love myself enough. I know that you are generous of spirit, but I need to forgive myself. I need to think about loving myself in order for me to be able to move forward in anything, whether it's just contacting you and saying, you know, I really apologize for whatever, or to speak about anything that would make a difference, I guess. Okay. So that is what I have for you. I hope that this makes sense to you. If you like this reading, please do share, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you until next time. Namaste. Hi, pile number 2. My name is Cashapp with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do your reading. Now, I'm going to go ahead and light us a little bit of sagey sage. I did wind up with a bunch of smoke in my mouth for pile number 1, so I used the bell instead. But for you, I'm going to be using both. TMI, I know. What else is new? For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Hope you find exactly what it is that you're seeking. And for those of you repeat offenders, I want to extend a super warm welcome. Thank you for stopping in once again. We're going to go ahead and ring the bell to clear out any other energies in 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Pile number 2. What happened in this connection? Pile number 2, what happened in this connection? Show me what I need to see about this connection and what transpired. For pile number 2, what happened in this connection? Show me what I need to see and show me now. Okay, perfect. That's interesting. Perfect. Okay. What happened in this connection? We're going to get a couple more cards. Show me what I need to see. Why is this card here for pile number 2? And what happened in this connection? And show me now. Priorities. Priorities. And beauty. I feel like this person was seeking perfection. They were seeking perfection. And again, maybe you were, I feel like there's a big connection to pile number 1. If you feel led to, go ahead and watch that one as well. But it's a very similar story. And this one, I feel like they knew that you were a perfect fit. They felt it. It wasn't just in your imagination. I feel like they felt like you were beautiful as well. You were unusual. And yet they had different priorities. Okay, I feel like a lot of things were swept under the rug. They weren't open about things. I feel like for a lot of you, you were from different cultures or different socioeconomic or educational backgrounds, whatever the case may be, that made it so that this person felt like they could not stick with you. Bottom of the deck I see here is commitment. So this person, they wanted a commitment, but they were committed to their priorities. We're going to see exactly what that means, okay? So this person could have decided they didn't want to stick around in a relationship because they want to pursue an education, a career. They wanted to move abroad to a different state maybe, or they want to date someone that their family would approve of, whatever the case may be. Show me what happened in this connection, please. For pile number 2. Why are these cards here? Show me more about beauty and show me now. True love. Yep, definitely. I feel like you guys have another message in pile number 1. There's a lot of true love here. They saw that there was true love. They even felt it. They felt like you were almost their twin or their mirror image, something like that. And yet they felt like they had different priorities. What is this? Something has to be swept. A yearning. So I feel like what they were yearning for was money or status. Okay. So it could be an educational thing. They decided, you know, I need to pursue my education before we get serious or whatever the case may be. And there's been a lot of tears cried about this, a lot of second guessing. Even looking at this apple here, I feel like there was a betrayal. Even perhaps they committed to somebody else because they felt like they would get further along in life. So they took a bite of the forbidden fruit. And I don't want to say now they're cursed, but kind of. Because I'm sorry for laughing, that's not nice. But look at this. I happen to look at the bottom deck, which is why I kind of snickered. Okay, we're going to take these 2. And bottom of the deck, I see opportunities. They thought that they were going to get a lot more opportunities by going in a different direction. They had things set up in a certain way. They're like, okay, this is going to go well for me. Even though I have emotional fulfillment and contentment, I feel like all my desires are not taken care of. I feel like I have different priorities. Like I want to be successful. I have things to prove to myself, things to prove to other people. In the process of walking away from you, I feel like this represents an opportunity. They shut the door to any opportunity to come back to you. Or that, at least that's how they're feeling. But they also feel like they opened up opportunities with somebody else. Or simply by choosing a different path. And that did not work out well for them. I feel, yeah, the world. So I feel like in this case, this is saying that, you know, how they say when one door opens, when one door closes, other doors open. Something to that effect. And I definitely feel like it's what they had in mind, but their opportunities did not at all pan out the way they thought. And now in retrospect, I feel like they're looking back and thinking, okay, this was a better connection for me. I did not get to travel the world the way I wanted to. And I also left my soul mate behind because I thought maybe perhaps money was more important, or my priorities, my education was more important, whatever the case may be, whatever their story is, okay? These cards are just freaking phenomenal. I'm in love with them. So we are going to go ahead and get the next set of cards about how they're feeling right now. I'm already feeling some regrets, and I happen to look at the bottom of the deck. I have experiments, manipulation of nature, forcing change, cruelty in the pursuit of knowledge, arrogance. Yep. That's what I was getting at before, darling. So if they could tell you anything, they were seduced. And I'm not making excuses. I feel like they were seduced by fame, by the pursuit of happiness, by the pursuit of money, of thinking that things like these opportunities were going to land on at their feet, and they would not have to work hard at anything because everything was handed to them. I feel like they were a little bit bamboozled themselves. I feel like they were lied to as well. some way, somehow. Now we're getting a bunch of red here, and a lot of this red, this is a gorgeous card too, came up in pile number 1. So if you, again, feel led to, but energy field adjustment, aura cleansing, and health. So this person is really trying to clear a path, clear their thoughts. I feel like they were trying to clear a way for new opportunities initially, way back when. Whenever that was, whether it was a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, a year ago, 5 years, a decade, it doesn't make a difference. I feel like they were trying to clear a path for new opportunities, new doors to open for themselves. And now I feel like there is another clearing happening, another clearing transpiring. They are, in fact, looking at themselves in the mirror. And I feel like now this true love thing is just looking at themselves in the mirror, trying to get to the fundamentals of what it is that they are. I feel like they really succumbed to darkness, to enchantment of the world, to enticement of the world. Offering things that the world could not possibly fulfill. And now there is an energy field adjustment, a realignment. Now, it doesn't mean that they're going to be like calling you up or returning, or, you know, that would be entirely up to the individual, of course. But what I am saying is that they realize that they have been barking up the wrong tree, and they've been prioritizing things that really have no meaning. It's a chasing after the wind. And I can't help but just stare at this broom, and I'm like, yeah, let's clear out all this energy. So whatever it is, they know that they have to like clear out any energy at all to even try to communicate with you or think about you. And they're not trying to even do that just yet. Bottom of this deck, I have sacrifice. There are those worth making. There are those that will destroy you. Yeah. So look, this is a reinforcement of everything that we just talked about. I feel like they sacrificed you, their connection with you, for new opportunities, doors to open up that they thought were opportunities, and it went south. And now, you know, it's a sacrifice to have to make their way back to you, or at least make peace with you. I feel like that initial sacrifice, instead of giving them prosperity, actually destroyed them and took them down into an abyss. They got to meet their lowest of the low self. Interesting. And this isn't like, oh, they left you and they experienced, you know, hell for it as payback. No, it's just that I feel like they've been through some stuff. Okay, they would tell you, I've been through some things. I'm sorry I sacrificed our relationship. I'm sorry that things went the way they did, or I chose something different to advance myself, is what I'm hearing. How does this person feel right now? And show me now. This person would also they're in a depression. Yeah, look, I've never pulled this card before. Soul cage, rescue, escape from captivity and restriction. They want to escape, and they want to escape desperately from whatever circumstances they are right now. Now, do I recommend that you like open up your doors and go, hey? No. This person has to do the work for themselves. They got to figure out themselves. But they would tell you that they feel like their soul has been caged since they actually last saw you. They actually last were with you. And that they realized that that sacrifice was the beginning of the end of a lot of things for them. A lot of dreaming that they had. A lot of wanting to climb certain ladders. It could be corporate ladders or financial goals or whatever it is. Everything that they really believed they were pursuing when they left you behind turned out to be nothing but mist, nothing but smoke. And they would tell you that they realized that they sacrificed a good thing to chase after things that are inconsequential. Okay, they could be really missing your hair. They could really love your body. They could really want to touch you. I feel like they dream about you often. I feel like they're even plagued. I feel like addiction vibes also. I feel like this person's either smoking quite a bit, and maybe even perhaps doing other drugs to kind of numb. I feel some drinking involved as well. What does this person want to say to pile number 2 now? What do they want to say for pile number 2? My voice cracked. I feel like they don't even know like where to begin. Pile number 2, what do they have to say to you and show me now? Destiny. These cards, are they not the most beautiful cards you've ever seen? Again, Moonmoth Goddess has those on Etsy if you want to purchase them. Not affiliated at all. But dang, she did such a gorgeous job with them. So this person feels like you are their destiny. They would say, you are my destiny, pile number 2. I don't know why I effed up and tried to get better opportunities. It was the stupidest thing I've ever done. Yeah, you are definitely my destiny. I see that you are my true love, and I don't know if you feel the same way. Show me more. Show me what I need to see. What would pile number 2's person say to them? Pile number 2, what would they say to you? What do they want to say to you? And show me now. Patience. They would say, please have patience with me. I feel like they're tied up. They would say, I'm tied up. I know that I kind of made my bed. I need to lay in it. But be patient with me. I don't think that they expect you to wait for them. Sorry about my cards flying everywhere. Once again, it's like I get one thing situated, but I've got major camera issues. Yeah, not your problem. Anyways, I'm also seeing this person is incredibly overwhelmed. So they feel tied up. They almost feel like a workhorse. I feel like they're also being used for their work ethic, for their money. And I don't think that they're making like a ton of money, like that kind of a thing. I just think that they have people to support and obligations. Yeah, obligations would be a better way to put it. They feel overwhelmed. They feel in despair. They would say, you know, I feel like my life has gone down Skid Row since we parted ways. I feel like they pray, they offer their soul up to God or whatever it is that they believe in. Especially at nighttime, it is an excruciating time for them, in which they tend to do too much social media, too much scrolling, listening to music, smoking, maybe drinking, things like that to escape. What else would pile number 2's person say? Isolation. Yeah, they feel alone without you. They may not be isolated in the sense that the simple word implies. But I feel like this person is saying, regardless of how many people around me, it's not you. Like, they don't get me the way you do. Because right here, they feel true love towards you. But there's so much darkness around. I feel like they've been kind of swallowed up by things in this world that they know that you would not have anything to do with at this point in time. They want to tell you that they still think that you are beautiful. I do feel like they spy on you. You could be somebody who likes to dress in monochromatic colors or these very beautiful soft colors you could have. You could have a unique way of dressing that makes you look just rich. They want to say that they would like a new beginning with you, but they know and they realize that it is climbing stairs. Okay, it's going to take a while as they are tied up. They feel a bit in despair right now, but they definitely would like a new beginning with you. Pile number 2. They would also tell you, I'm just throwing cards all over the place. They would also tell you, if they could, that you illuminate, you're the bright spot in their life. Like, even if you've been in separation forever, even if they've turned around, gotten remarried, whatever the case may be, it doesn't make a difference. You are a bright spot in their life. And I actually happened to glance at about, you guys, look at these cards. They're so gorgeous. Sorry, distraction, but they are grieving. This person is grieving. They would say that, you know what, I've grieved every day that we've been apart. I made a grave mistake and I've been so isolated because other people don't get me the way you do. They have a lot of pain in their heart over what has transpired as well. I also feel like with you, they could be raw and humble. and not have to put on a facade. And they know that. I feel like that's part of what was special about your connection, is that they were able to really be themselves. And I feel like there's embarrassment. I'm getting a feeling of just being embarrassed. Like, man, I'm really embarrassed. I kind of screwed up, or chose, you know, differently, whatever the case may be. So let's see what we have. Suspicious. So this person can be, yeah, I feel like this person's under somebody else's like gaze or somebody else's control. Like if they're partnered or married, whatever the case may be, they've got obligations, and this person is like suspicious that they are trying to even attempt to contact you again. Adversity, yeah. They've undergone a lot of adversity. This person could even have gotten beaten up a couple of times since you've last seen them. That might not be for everybody, but that's definitely for somebody. You know who you are. So if you have the feeling that it's like, wow, I can see that, then believe your gut, because it's right here for you. Yeah. And there's a lot of jealousy. This person would say that in spite of you guys not being together, they covet you. They are jealous about you. Like they don't want you with anyone else. They don't want to see you with anyone else. They know that you are limited edition. They also know that time is limited. They want to make their way back to you. But it seems right now just a dream and an impossibility, which is why they are medicating, self-medicating addictions. Okay, that is what I have for you. Pile number 2. I hope that this makes sense. If you like this kind of reading, smash that like button. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much. And until next time, namaste. Hi, pile number 3. What message do we have for thee? Well, we're going to do a little sagey sage, and then let's find out, okay? For those of you that are repeat offenders, I'm going to extend a warm, warm welcome. Thank you for joining me and visiting my channel. For those of you that are brand new to my channel, much appreciate your time. I hope that all of you get exactly what it is that you came here for, okay? We're looking at, of course, what happened in this connection. Pile number 3, show me what I need to see. What happened in this connection for pile number 3? What happened in this connection for pile number 3? And show me now. Overwhelmed. This person was overwhelmed. What else is going on here? What transpired? Heartbreak. And yearning. They were overwhelmed. There was an ending here, and they were overwhelmed. They had to end it because they didn't know how to handle things. They didn't know how to really, I feel like a sense of immaturity. They didn't really know what to do about things. I feel like they made some errors, some big, big errors that you would not accept. And they knew that they had to account for this. And they knew it was going to break your heart too. I feel like they were left with a choice. It's like stay or go, and both of the choices were difficult. I feel like they made choices when they were also under the influence. This person to me appears like, let's see if I can get her to come in closer. Well, anyways, you get the point. This person appears to me like they've seen better days, right? She's got the apple, and it's like, do I bite the apple? Do I not? The apple's in my hand. So maybe they were tempted. They had a yearning for trying all the spices of the world. I don't know what your story is. But whatever the case may be is that they just feel really overwhelmed. I heard the word pressure. Bottom of the deck. I heard differences right here. I'm seeing differences. So the ending happened because there was a lot of differences. Differences on what they desired. I feel like they felt like they were too young. They didn't, it was almost like, well, I just want to live. Like, I want to have fun. I want to live. And you guys were so different. There are a lot of differences. There could have been like a color difference. You guys could have been of different races. You could have come from different backgrounds, different nationalities, different belief systems. Any of that would have really affected you. And discipline. This could have a tie into pile number 1 as well, as this card came out. And pile number 1. Only if you feel led to. But I feel like this person just really felt like they had to explore. They had a wanderlust. They really wanted to see what was out there for them. And they were just completely overwhelmed. It was almost like they knew that they weren't ready to settle down. They didn't know any other way how to break it off. It was painful for them as well. And even though they knew they were headed down a wrong path, because I feel like this one is saying, it's almost like giving me Gia, okay? Gia vibes when... yeah, Gia decided, you know, she was a model and she did things her way and she got heavily into drugs and things like that, just knowing better. It was almost like, I know better, but I'm still going to do it because I feel overwhelmed. I can't. Our standards don't match. Our ideas don't necessarily match. Something about your situation wasn't matching. Self-love is needed. Yeah. So they had to take care of themselves. Self-love is needed. Right here. So I feel like this person right now is in deep contemplation, trying to figure themselves out, they didn't love themselves, and they know that for a fact. Now, even though this is a mirror, I think this to me looks like the sword, and it's like clarity. They needed to see what self-love looked like, because self-love isn't about overindulging, overdoing things, or trying everything out in the buffet. It's about, you know, maybe having self-discipline and character and focus and commitment, or whatever the case may be. And I feel like this person is saying that they really need to get a clear view of who they are and what they're all about. A self-assessment, if you will. Okay. Oh, look. What I tell you, this person could totally be doing drugs or something, because this person needed an intervention. I feel like maybe during the time that you guys were together, they had just started hitting some harder drugs or things that you don't know about. And that's part of what tempted them away or made them make different choices, and they felt kind of crushed and overwhelmed because they're lured by that kind of life, okay? But there's an intervention here that happened initially. It's twofold. I feel like the first intervention was not a good one. It was, you know, what intervened with your relationship and your connection. I mean, I don't believe that everybody has to be married or has to be tied together or has to be in a relationship in order to have a connection. I feel like, yeah, you can have a connection and not have an intimate relationship like that. But that's just my 2 cents, okay? But whatever transpired, there was an intervention or an interruption. And now, currently, I feel like what they're saying is they need an intervention now. Because I feel like they've kind of gotten further down the rabbit hole and they're having a hard time seeing any positivity or any clarity, okay? This person's having a really hard time, a real hard time. Let's get these cards, actually. Let's see how they feel. How does this person feel? Okay, this one wanted to jump. We're going to take this one. The present. What? Okay. Gift, treasure, revelation of own value. Nowness. See? And that is a gift. Where are those birds? Where are those birds? Here. It's actually singular. Self-love is needed. And in the present, they're actually working on their self-love. They're working on really looking in the mirror, gaining clarity of who they are, who they were, and where they want to head. I feel like there could be some defensiveness with them, but this person is saying, you know, I am working on myself, even though you think I am not. I love how this gorgeous fin, this tail, her mermaid tail is black. All too often we see them in different colors, and I just think it's cool, the blacks and grays. But also I'm looking at the key that this person has. It's almost like a tattoo, and a tattoo is a key. So this person might be tatted. They might have like an arm tattoo. They might be live close to the ocean, or have a desire or a connection to the ocean. But I feel like this person is fighting to be present, is really fighting to have that intervene in their own life as well, in order to do better. I heard do better, yes, in discipline, and to be able to have the discipline that they need to do better. So they might be a little bit kind of like salty, a little bit defiant. I don't know why, but here we are. Pile number 3, show me what this person feels. How do they feel right now for pile number 3? How does your person feel? And show me now. The magic of Kohelin drift. Caution, secrecy, and where. Yeah, so that's the same thing here. It's like this person is doing whatever it is that they're doing, but they feel like they want to be really secretive. They're holding things, they're holding their heart, their chest, their emotions away from you. It's not something that they're ready to share at this point in time. Interesting, because not even in a wish. Like, they're not even wishing to share that. Now, what's even more interesting, check this out, guys. Can't make this up. Bottom of the deck. The Selkie in her skin, reclaiming your authenticity. And she also is protecting her chest, her heart. I feel like they see you being more comfortable in your skin, maybe more vulnerable, more open, and things like that. And I feel like that maybe makes them a little bit angry or a little resentful for whatever the case may be. I'm hearing judged. I feel judged. Okay. This person feels judged by you, which is interesting, or that you would judge them. And I feel like it has to do with the drugs. Oh, wow. Look at this. You can't look because I have this all the way back here. Hang on. Bottom of the deck. I almost feel like all 3 stories tie in together. Lemuria returns. Earthy, spirituality, community, ocean, conservation. But this mermaid is pregnant. So this could have to do with like birthing, or maybe this person has a baby on the way somewhere, or pregnancy or children somewhere that is really calling to them that they can't, they don't want to let you be privy to that. But the fact of the matter is you already know that. And I don't think you're under any illusions here. And the reason why I feel that is that her eyes look kind of sad. They look watery and sad. It's almost like you have a vision of the future and you see things for what they are. You're not necessarily like dreaming or wanting. And this person is almost like a little bit combative. It's almost like, well, what do you want from me? And it's like, interesting. I feel like their frustration is really at themselves. Okay. It's not with you. What else do they want to say? How are they feeling? Song of the Siren. Okay, that's why they're pissed off. Look, this person's resentful because they're trying to find themselves. It's almost like they're 20 steps behind you. You've been pretty much always authentic and pretty much yourself, but now they see you kind of your glow up and being even more so yourself than you ever have been. And they feel that pull. The Song of the Siren is you. They feel a pull regardless of where they're at in life currently. The call, summoning voice to acknowledge. So they feel like, okay, it could be that their spirit even feels like there's a need for them to voice truth to you, because I'm looking at her necklace right here. I would totally rock that necklace, by the way. Totally wear it, yes. Anyways, moving on. I feel like this is about, they think that you expect them to be honest and open and whatever the case may be. And while that might be true, it may also not be true. I'm looking at all these pearls and it's like, I feel like they view you as kind of like higher up, or that you have your act together. Yeah, the siren. So Song of the Siren, they feel your call. You guys can have telepathic communication as well, by the way. And they, this person would say to you, I feel you calling me. I can't get you out of my mind. It definitely pisses me off because I'm still working on myself. I know I haven't arrived, and I know that I have a lot of stuff to work through still. I feel like there's a shame, and they're ashamed of their behavior. The divine sensuality right here. I feel like they think about times if you guys were intimate, or even if not, they think about being intimate with you. They think about what would it like to be having sex with you, how sexy you are. Something about your eyes is completely captivating, because I'm looking at these eyes, and they're very much like, wow. They're gorgeous, okay? So something about the eyes. And you know how they say the eyes are a window to the soul. And something about that just kind of upsets this person, because they're not really ready to be, they're trying to be open with themselves and honest with themselves, but much less it's going to be harder for them to be open and upfront with you. Now, this person, I also feel like, is kind of angry and jealous because they've seen you come, like your glow up, and also that you're comfortable in your own skin and in your own sexuality, and they picture you with other people making love, erotica, and they don't like it. I'm going to say that. Number 22 reduces to 4, all about stability. Yeah, they can't get over like how beautiful you are to them, the grace that you have, your loveliness, the integrity of form and spirit. You could be somebody that, regardless of what has transpired, you could have, suffered a lot of heartache, a lot of heartbreak and things like that. And yet you still have a lot of grace, and your sexuality is even more compelling to them, even more so than what they remember. And so that can make them a little bit pissed off too, I'm not going to lie. All right. So what do they want to say? What does this person want to say? I saw the card of jealousy at the bottom. I was feeling that. Show me what I need to see for pile number 3. Show me what I need to see for pile 3, and show me now. Get these cards out of the way. They have priorities. I have a lot of cards out here. So they have a lot of priorities. And what they want to say to you is that they're trying to clean up. They're trying to clean up their messes, okay? Whether it's messes that you know about, suspect about, whatever the case may be, they're trying to clean these things up. So there needs to be a clearing, not only within their life, but also their body and their mind and their soul. And they know that they can't they're not a good match for you right now. They know that. Even if they were free, okay? I feel like everybody has personal choice. You're free, regardless. You're free to stick to your commitment. You're free not to. But they have these, priorities, and they are trying to sweep away debris and things that no longer are a part of their story. At least that's how they're feeling. What would they want to say to you? What do they want to say to you? Pile 3. What does this person want to say to you? Ay, Chihuahua. That's a lot. Okay, well then speak. Let's see it. What do they want to say? They want to say that you are beautiful. They would love to even give you a rose. They miss the way you smell. They miss how sensual you were. Also, they miss how focused on them you were. That was awkwardly spoken. But they really miss how you weren't just about everybody. You were just about them. I don't feel like they've had that since either. I feel like they've been disrespected. They miss a level of respect that you showed them. Illumination. Also, I feel like you are somehow, some way opening up the world to them. You could be teaching them inadvertently, I don't know how this would work, but to do fire scrying or meditation. You could be actually the person, what they would say is, you illuminate my path, and you in ways that you don't even know how. You illuminate my way to get back to who I most authentically am, and I'm trying to find my way. That's what they would say to you. Generosity. They feel like you are an incredibly generous soul or spirit. And that they would also say that people just talked a lot of shit about you. Sorry for my cussing. I feel like this is you in the bowl, and you're like, hey, what's up? And everybody else is just talking nonsense, And there's no reason for it. It was just sheer jealousy, because I saw the jealousy underneath the deck. And then wisdom. So you have a lot of wisdom, and people are jealous of your wisdom. People are jealous of your knowledge. I feel like if you're in a spiritual community, or if you have gifts and talents and things like that, people are jealous of that as well. And I even feel like this person could be jealous of your gifts as well, and your level of wisdom. And they would even say that your wisdom really lights their path, and they are really grateful for that. They need that. They need your wisdom, whether you're communicating on the 5D, whether you are, I don't know, still in communication, still friends, whatever the case may be, or communicating in dreams, astral travel, whatever your deal is, right? Or even telepathy. So, content. They want to be content. They want to be content in a connection, but I don't feel like they are. Yeah, adversity and forgotten. Yeah, so they want to be content, and they think, also they would say to you, are you happy? Are you happily taken? Are you happily in a situationship, relationship, marriage, whatever the case may be? They would also say, I feel like you've forgotten me. I feel like you've moved on, like we never... It's almost like you moved on and they feel completely forgotten, like they never made a difference in your life. Whether you left them or they left you, regardless. I'm looking at this. I didn't realize that was a butterfly. Let's see if we can get this closer. Beautiful cards once again. And so, yeah, this could be like, did you transform so much in your journey through life that you have forgotten me? Have you transformed so much and elevated so much that you're completely out of my reach? Whether they're in a connection or not, this is something that they are actually feeling, and they would even want to ask you, have you forgotten me? Do I even matter? Also, they would tell you that they have been through some stuff. I'm also going to say that if you're clairvoyant or anything else, that you told them, you predicted something was going to happen to them, and it actually did, quite a few times. I also feel, yeah, this person may have been through the ringer. They have been through some situations, let's say that, okay? They had met a lot of opposition, and the main reason why is they just kept listening to other people. Yeah. I think this is my favorite freaking card in the whole deck so far. Opportunities. This person would say to you that they hope to have an opportunity with you once again. I feel like they're finding that deep humility. They've been rendered, as I heard, by adversity, by poverty, by the knocks and blows of life, whatever the case may be. And I feel like you somehow, some way serve to be an inspiration to them. And they would love to be able to come back, whether it's a friend or not, it, you know, whatever capacity. I'm looking right up here. These to me look like beads, and, you know, spiritual community. Let me show you. You guys probably know all this if you're watching tarot, but we tend to use these quite a bit, right? These are, yeah, it's a bracelet I made, but the point of the matter is that these look like beads to me. So it's almost like this person's saying, you know, I want to attain like higher knowledge and wisdom, and I would like to attain it with you. Like, I feel like they're desiring more of a spiritual communication or a connection. Yeah, and desire. What they would say to you is, I still desire you. Have you forgotten me? Is there an opportunity for me to be your lover once again? I miss that. I miss you. Do you still want me? Things like that. What else would they say? Yeah, they want to send you messages. It's like I'm dying to send you messages. I keep writing them and erasing them, and I don't know what to say. And nobody has ever touched me the way you touch me. And that is physical, mental, and spiritual. They're doing a lot of reflection. I'm doing a lot of reflection. I would love to be with you again. I feel like even their crown chakra is starting to get activated. I even see these as keys. I feel like they have like 3 more keys to open before they can actually free themselves, or even be the type of person that you would even revisit once again. Again, as a friend or as something else, right? Something more. Yeah. So there's a lot of suspicion there. Their brain is like in and out from being, I guess I would call it from the higher realms, right? More of a spiritual brain into the worldly brain, wanting to know, are you with somebody? How many people have you been with since me? Are they better than me? Do they treat you better than me? Do you think about me ever? And it comes back to, are you happy without me? Are you happily taken? Are you content? That's what pile number 3, your person would say to D. Okay? So I hope that was informative for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And much love to you. Namaste. Until next time.